I find you very rude.
The Novympia channel is made possible by our gorgeous patrons who get early access, exclusive content and buyer's remorse. And a Luann de Lesseps to our brand new patrons Lydia Crumpet, Pete Sims, Sophie XMX Ree, Felicity Brown, Sandra Dillon, Becca Hawkins, Dom, Moonex, Catitudes, J12s, Liam M, Beth K, Nick R, Sapphic Antics and Clams. Let's start the shit show. Make me come alive, come on and wear a fucking mask. Hello puffins. Welcome to another episode of This Wine Tastes Like Crap, a show that conceivably caters to sophisticates looking for thoughtful reviews about wine, but in reality, it's really only for
fat, tipsy bitches.
It's been a minute, we're here in the kitch. The last episode of This Wine was the previous episode of this flagship Novympia experience. It was on the, it was like a year ago. This episode of This Wine Tastes Like Crap is sponsored by this picture of Scarlett Johansson, which I can't and will not stop using as a blanket response when people send me dumb shit over the internet. Ask me a dumb question, say something dumb. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get Scar Joe. I'm not gonna stop using that, it's there. What am I gonna do, not use that picture every day? I don't think so. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. No, but seriously, look at her though. There's also Reba. There's a picture of Reba that we use. There's other pictures that we use. I have an arsenal of them, and I'll send them as blanket responses to just get across a feeling that I'm having. Reba's there, although is it Reba? Because that guy married 2 women, and they looked exactly the same. So one's Reba McEntire, one's like Reba not entire. I don't know which one is which, but anyway, this is a photo that I send. Charmaine sends me something dumb. I'm gonna send that back. No, well actually there's different reasons you might use it. Also this picture of Ramona Singer from the Real Housewives of New York City. That's a great one to use. So okay, let's sort of break this down. Let's say someone tagged you on Facebook because they're like, will you please buy, I'm now selling this makeup palette on Facebook. Will you please consider purchasing it because I'm in a Ponzi scheme? You just reply with that. They understand what you mean. The Reba one is great because it's like if someone says something rude or shady to you, and then you can just reply with that kind of like, love that one. That's a real old school one. It's part of the trifecta. You've got Reba, Scarjo and Ramona. Ramona's one is just like, oh my God, someone's having an argument, let's say on Facebook, and there's some dumb shit being said, but it might be like really personal. You're like a dumb argument, but you love watching it, and that's kind of just like a, oh, I'm so happy about it. It's the trifecta, and feel free to use them. At your disposal, at your whim, use those photographs. If you use them 100 times, you get this bonus photograph of Ramona. I love Ramona. She's a fucking monster. You might be thinking, Olympia, you've been locked in the house for 4 months now. You must be drinking much more wine than you usually do, but you'd be right. Well, there it is. Has my wine drinking habits changed since being in a lockdown scenario? People are drinking a lot more. What else is there to do? But, you know, whereas you usually go out and you run around, I'm an up and goer and a doer and a go-getter. That's just who I am, you know? If you can't handle it, I've watched too much of The Housewives. I like to run around town. I like to do that. But when you're stuck in the house, you can't drink as much because then you just fall asleep. I usually have like a nice bottle, maybe 2, who's counting? And then a nice G&T chaser. Can't mix drinks in the house because I will fall asleep on the sofa because I'm not doing anything, so I fall asleep. Whilst date night's on, Nova and I are watching Ashley Judd Double Jeopardy. Oh yeah. I love Double Jeopardy. Have you guys seen Ashley Judd in Double Jeopardy? Have you guys seen Ashley Judd Double Jeopardy? Oh, I love that. Oh, I really want to watch Ashley Judd's Double Jeopardy. If you're not like moving around, dancing, I like a boogie. I like the nightlife. How does that song go? But I'm not going to do that in my living room. I'm not going to dance around in my living room, pretend it's a club. I'm not going to do that. Wear a fucking mask. So I've just been drinking the wine, nothing else after it, no spirits. Just the wine that gives you a bit of a buzz, enough to get you through another fucking Zoom quiz. Sweet treat! We've all done them. A Zoom quiz. Do you guys, who's hosting this week's Zoom quiz? They went away, didn't they? Where did they go? They were a hot mess. Oh, the person hosting it, like, can you see my screen? Fuck off with that around my head. But just having the wine means that you don't crash quickly, so you can get through the Zoom quiz, and then you can get onto the important stuff, which is when the first person drops out of the Zoom meeting and then everyone else proceeds to just slag them off. You just eviscerate them, rip them to pieces. No, I said they weren't very conversational tonight. Just fucked off. They sat there for the whole thing scone-faced, weren't very conversational. Oh, their internet connection, what? Jesus buggery, is it unstable? I mean, I knew they were poor. Head's been through it. I'll get to this. I'll get to it. This is a show about wine. I'll get to it. Just calm down, please. That's so rude. Haven't even shown you Head. This is Head. Head's wig has been used, is currently being used for other stuff. She's lent it very kindly to me. It's sort of going through the ringer at the moment. What's it called? A mingler? Christian mingler, one of those things, you know what I mean? It's been cleaned and stuff because it's been lent out to some other productions. But because she wasn't very happy about it, I've had to sort of, what's the word? I've met her halfway and I've got her some sort of new headpiece. It's in keeping, I'll cover it is, it's in keeping with her, shall we say, liberal lifestyle, which I'm hoping is just a phase. Hey Britney Spears. Remember when she used to wear one of these fucking things? I mean, this is like Hessian. I'm sure hers was slightly more expensive. All right, thanks, Head. I'm not wearing this. Get on the floor. I believe control. So, we're talking about the wine today. Had a glass already, as you might have ascertained. This is usually how we do things here. I feel like usually when you come prepared just to watch the show, I've already had a glass, and that's fine. So you haven't got my first impressions of the tasting, but I'm going to taste it for you. It's a bin 161. I was on the 161 on the Uptown Tragunju. I don't know how that song goes. I know what bin 161 is. Bin, if you don't wear a mask, you can get in the fucking... It's a chard, it's wine of Australia, and they established the business in 1853, which it says here that they've called this one Bin 161 because to celebrate the 161st anniversary. Whose fucking idea was that? Well guys, it's the 160th anniversary of our wines this year, so we're going to release something new. No, wait! Wait till next year. Because no one celebrates that, 161st. What do you do? You celebrate like a kid's first birthday. Well, you'd probably celebrate their 161st as well because Christ, what were they doing with their life? They've done well. I love like super centurions. They're like 500 and they get like pushed around on like a little sort of boat thing. And then so it's their birthday and they don't give a shit. They just want to die. I found this wine in our corner shop, which is owned and, well, might be owned, previously operated by the single most handsome gentleman you've ever seen in your whole fucking life. I shit you not. He's like buttery, he's like a buttery, he looks a bit like Aladdin. Like Aladdin mixed with, he's like Pierce Brosnan. He was dark in like 007. Maybe not. Who's like chiseled jaw, dark, musty and a bit manly, dark hair, Victoria Beckham. The Spice Girls have announced another reunion, by the way. Did you guys hear? Apparently this one's gonna have Victoria in it. This is like their 19th reunion. Stop right now. But anyway, I'll taste it. I mean, you know, it's part and parcel of the show that there's usually half of it gone and there's very little discussion about the actual bev. It's very uplifting. It's very just kind of like, That's the review. There's a tang to it. I don't want to say it's fruity. Mind you, what do they say is in this? Because it will be a bunch of horse. White peach. Every wine's got peach in it. You guys have got to work harder. Put something else in there. Shove like a mango up in there or something. Nectarine and subtle hints of vanilla. What they meant to say is really, really fucking subtle hints of vanilla. So much so that you can't taste it. Because it just tastes like wine. Jeez. I'm getting flashbacks. It goes down the gullet so voraciously. 13%. If it's any less than that, don't fucking bother. Don't bother. I shouted. No one cares. Contains Moona and Pim. This is in a different language. But it does contain Moona and Pim. Does it have Bevat sulfitin in it? No. Why is this all in a different language? This is strange. I don't think this is supposed to be, consumed here. All of it's wrong really, apart from it just says peach nectarine, subtle hints of vanilla, and then it just says chicken dishes. This is a fraudulent bottle. I don't think this is real. Have you guys seen that documentary on Netflix about the guy who makes the fake wine? Mind you, this is $5.99. You wouldn't bother your ass, would you? I don't know. I feel like having the sticker on the neck showing the price of RRP $5.99 is a real sign of a quality wine. Also, when you've taken a sip and you start getting that sort of like shivery sweat, that's probably not good. Been watching a lot of the Real Housewives of New York City. I said this on my solo podcast, available now on the Patron. But I've got really into watching the Housewives. Is it because of like boredom, because you're just sitting around doing nothing? Or is it because I think I live vicariously through their lives? Because they're always at bars and parties. You guys, they're always having parties. And that's why I feel like I've been watching it. Okay, we've been friends, I know you 20 years, you're your best girlfriend, I love you, and I just want to party, I just want to have a great time. I know you 20 years and I just want to have a party. They can have parties in New Zealand because they're led by a woman, not a fucking inflatable dolphin. Won't you join me? Have a glass now. Let's pick up a glass of vino. Whatever you fancy, go down to your local offie and get a bin 161 and put it in the fucking bin. It has, oh no, it's got shit floating in it. But why don't you've got me on your screen right now. Let's have a party together. Okay, so cheers to that. And then we'll put on some music. We'll put on some, that was loud. We'll put on some real music. Copyright free real music. I know it's the middle of the week and Nova's got work, but I'm gonna be rotten in a few hours. I'm gonna be swinging from the chandelier. Even though, well, we got the chandelier from BHS, which went into administration. Also, probably couldn't support the weight of a pigeon, let alone my frame, and it's already pulling the wiring out of the ceiling, and it's not even a chandelier. But we're gonna put on some music, and, okay, but I'll sing along. Okay, this is a great game, love this game for me. We're gonna sing along, and we'll pretend we're at a party, you and I, and what's a song I'll sing along? Pretend it's like an instrumental for it. Okay, okay, genre? Funky, I'll just put funky music. I'm gonna swing like tomorrow doesn't exist. Disgraceful. Okay, we'll try something else. Ready? Okay, okay, but what is this going to be to the tune of? We'll do this to spinning around. Kylie Minogue, spinning around. I'm spinning around. I'm spinning around, get out of my way. Are you having fun, everyone? Are we partying? I'll pretend we're at a party. Sharon, why aren't you wearing a fucking mask? It's very like beach. Alright, Gary. Oh, you've walked in dog shit, Gary. Nova's gonna come down any second and say, you are shouting. I know I am, and I don't care. I don't like her. I'm really surprised the cat's not walked in. We've got a cat who's really fucking selfish and just has to have the last word. Can't get in a word edgewise with this fucking cat. Edgeways. This is a housewife thing now. What's the British way of saying it? You can't get a word in edgeways. They say edgewise, Americans, and that's now accustomed in my head. I don't know what's going on with me. Help me! Let's go with this one. What should we do? What song should we do? It's like a great song. It's a party song. Everyone loves it at parties. Do you believe? No, that doesn't work. Do you believe in life after love? Why does this work so well? I can feel something inside your eyes. Alright. Nova's moving upstairs. I can hear her fucking huge frame. I'm very svelte. My turret! My neck! My back! My back! Oh my god, this song's called Enchanté. That's no joke. It's called Enchanté. Okay. Oh, shit! I feel like I'm in a smoky bar in Havana, Cuba. A gentleman walks in. Oh, he sees me. There's other ladies in the room, but I'm the one who's got his attention. Here's my tip. I'm having so much fun with this. We're at a party. We're still at the party. It's not a great party, but this is all we can fucking do. All right, so just like go with me on this. Hi. Oh yeah. No, I'm nice to meet you. Yeah. I've just done loads of ketamine. This table's fucking filthy. Oh, this song's mysterious. You're at a party. Suddenly everyone can smell a very familiar smell. Who's just been in that fucking bathroom? What was the point of this exercise? We're singing songs that they're not really songs because they're copyright free. Okay, I'll think of, alright. You can make me whole again. Looking back on where we first met. That's the first song I thought of then, was Atomic Kitten Whole Again. It's probably not even their song, I'm sure it's a cover, but why the fuck is that the first thing I think of? Relight my fuck. Oh, fucking crap, yeah, oh yeah. It's Friday. Do people remember Friday? Remember that? You guys, we are part of some digital drag shows coming up. Do you want some more music? I'll put it on in the background because it's like, well, I'll put it on. There's already music playing, isn't there? It's been a while since I've done this. We're part of some drag shows, digital drag shows coming up. We've got one on Friday of this week as you're watching this. If you found this months later, then it's already come and gone. But if you're watching this right now, we're part of a drag show. I'll put the links in the description below. So we've got Thru the Queer Hole. It's a rich tea events that we're part of on this Friday. Nova and I have done the dirtiest thing we've ever done ever. If you want to see Nova and I being a bit dirty, sexual, I'm feeling sexual, then you've got to tune into that one. Say no more, we'll say no more. There's also one next week on the Saturday, and it's the most disgraceful thing. If you thought the first one that we're going to do this week coming up is bad, the one after that is disgraceful. It's disgraceful, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So Nova and I are going to be having like drinks, maybe doing a live stream. We'll be in our Discord if you're part of our Patron. There'll be a message afterwards if you want to join that. I'm feeling sexual. And there's also some Patron birthdays to do, to say how I really get into doing this. It's been something that's always been part of me. Just love it. I love it all, me. So for July 10th, happy birthday to Chris. Chris! Chris! I love you so much. Chris, I love you so much, Chris. Chris! You made me want to pick. Happy birthday, Chris. Hibar for July 11th. Is that right? July 11th. Happy birthday to you, Hibar. Which your name is a palindrome, is that right? Because it's spelled the same way forwards. July 12th. It's a shout out and a happy birthday to my future husband in holy matrimony, Oliver James. You know, I would like to be your wife. So we could talk about that. I think that's something we've been sort of dancing around for a long time. And you mean so much. What notification just came up? What was I talking about? Marriage. We're gonna get happy birthday. July 15th, it was Ellen's birthday. Happy birthday, Ellen. Hopefully you were named after Ellen Ripley and not Ellen DeGeneres. She's the least degenerate person ever. I heard she's a big bitch. I heard that. Just like, allegedly, I don't know her. Mind you, she is right here. And July 20th, it was the birthday of Combat Wombat. Well, that's a real username. I've not just made that up, not to be cute. Happy birthday, doll. Thanks for coming for Wine Hour. Just to recap, it was a Hardy's Bin 161 Chard. I actually really like this one. There was another one I got into briefly over the lockdown that made me shit like there's no tomorrow. Is that something you want to know? I had the runs. Don't drink that one. I haven't told you what it was. Drink this one. This one's good. This one goes down nicely. Oh, it goes down nicely. Cheers then. You can follow them online, Hardy's Wine UK. It's nice. 750 millilitres. It's celebrating the history with an approachable, easy drinking range of what easy drinking range. They know their fucking audience. Cheers, Hardy's. My favourite wine, this. do you think if I send them this, they'll send me a case? What's the criteria for being like a brand ambassador for a wine, for a wines? I think I've put the work in, I've put the time in, and knowing me, I've probably slagged off their competition. So Hardee's, can we tweet them or something? I will further review this. Just send me loads of free wine. We'll talk. It's so exciting to be back. I'm so happy to be here. You know, in my own kitchen. I hope everyone has, you know, really managed with lockdown. They've found it manageable, and you've not gone too stir fry. And you know, your auntie's always here. You can always sort of click on me, and we can spend this time together. And you know, I love you all.
Join the Patron if you live on your own.